What if I told you the United States is trying to create a US Bitcoin reserve? Sounds crazy, right? The United States already has an oil reserve and they have a gold reserve. So the idea of a Bitcoin reserve does sound a bit far-fetched. But what if I tell you that actually makes sense? First off, Bitcoin is by far the best performing asset of the last decade. It's decentralized, is resistant to inflation, and acts as a hedge against economic instability. An asset with these characteristics is definitely something the United States wants to be a part of. If they can't ultimately control all of Bitcoin, this is something that they definitely want to put in order to benefit from it. We've seen countries like El Salvador set up a Bitcoin reserve, which has actually been beneficial to them, especially during the last few months of the price pump. And we've seen signs that the United States could be next in setting up a Bitcoin reserve. With US states like North Dakota and New Hampshire actually proposing for a Bitcoin reserve, this is something that you could see nationwide throughout the United States. New presidential-elect Donald Trump has actually confirmed the plan to set up a Bitcoin US reserve. This is going to actually have several benefits for the United States if this is put into place. It can act as a hedge against inflation and dollar devaluation. The United States dollar has lost 98% of its purchasing power since 1913, and with the economic crisis, the United States prints trillions of dollars, further weakening the dollar. With Bitcoin having a fixed supply at 21 million, this will act as a hedge against inflation. So setting up a Bitcoin reserve could actually protect the national wealth of the country, whilst fiat currencies continue to lose value. With countries like Russia and China moving away from the United States dollar, if Bitcoin becomes a reserve digital asset, if the United States doesn't actually adopt this plan early and doesn't actually create a Bitcoin reserve, it could actually mean that they get left behind. And this is something that the United States does not want. And seeing how the world is becoming more digital and decentralized, having a US-backed Bitcoin reserve will actually give them much more leverage in that new economy. So this is something that the United States definitely wants going into the future. So in the comment section, let me know what you think, and if you think the US will actually set up a Bitcoin reserve, and if it makes sense for other countries to do the same.